Once we decide on customer segments, value proposition, channels, and revenue models, it's not time to plan and decide on an execution plan. And we need to decide how we will deliver the value to the customers. The sixth block is key resources, where we need to plan the strategic assets required to deliver the value. These are the assets of the organization fundamental to how it provides value to its customers. Resources can be categorized as human, financial, physical and intellectual. For an entrepreneur, it is important to begin by listing your resources. This gives you a clear idea of what final product or service your company needs to create for the customer and which resources are dispensable, resulting in cost savings for your company. Once the final list of resources is available, the company can decide on how much it needs to invest in these key resources to operate a sustainable business. Once we list the key resources, we need to plan the key activities so that the key assets will build value for the customers. The seventh block is the key activity. Activities that are key to producing the company's value proposition. An entrepreneur must start by listing the key activities relevant to his or her business. These activities are the most important processes that need to occur for the business model to be effective. Key activities will coincide with revenue streams. Now it is important to evaluate which activities are key by adding or removing some and evaluating their impact. The process is iterative, that with a specific timestamp, we need to evaluate the actual deliverables with the activities planned. In case of any change or improvement needed, we can make those changes so that we are closer to the expected deliverables. The next block is key partners. To create efficient, streamlined operations and reduce risks associated with any business model, an organization forms partnerships with its high-quality suppliers. Key partnerships are the network of suppliers and partners who complement each other in helping the company create its value proposition. Partnerships can be categorized as follows. A strategic alliance between competitors, also known as coopetition. Joint ventures and relationships between buyers and suppliers. An entrepreneur must begin by identifying its key partners, followed by making future partnership plans. This can be done through an evaluation of the partnership relationship to judge which characteristics of the relationship need improvement and what kind of future partnerships will be required. The last and ninth block is cost structure. Here we define the cost of running a business according to a particular model. Businesses can either be cost-driven, i.e. focused on minimizing investment into the business, or value-driven, i.e. focused on providing maximum value to the customer. Following are some traits of common cost structures. Fixed costs, costs that remain the same over a while. Variable costs, as the name suggests, these costs vary according to a variance in production. Economies of scale, costs decrease as production increases. Economies of scope, costs are decreased by investing in businesses related to the core product. The first step for an entrepreneur is to identify all costs associated with the business. A realistic understanding of the costs of the business is one of the hallmarks of a good business model. After identification, it is important to list all the costs on the canvas, so they are visually present, and then create plans for each cost. Some costs may be decreased through certain measures, while others may go up if you decide that an investment in a particular section will result in future gains.